Hello everybody, this is OpenWorldAddict here, and today I am coming to you with a new format of recording. I am in Civilization 6 Gathering Storm with a bunch of, well, game modes that I can add. It's the New Frontiers pass that came out last summer. And just to let you know, a disclaimer, this is my voice, this is how I sound. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else, but I will not accept any negative comments in my videos. So, I right now don't have a lot of energy to do hours, well, not hours, but spend like an hour or so doing recording time, and then spend even more time doing editing, tons of editing, and then even more time uploading and and then like all the other stuff that comes to the normal YouTube video content creation. I haven't had the energy for that quite a while, but I want to get back into the stuff that I enjoy doing, even though it doesn't create any specific value that's not already there. I spent so much time over the last few months, the last few years, trying to agonize on what to record, because I want my channel to do well, but in the meantime, I haven't done anything with my channel. My channel has stagnated, even shrunk, and so I decided at the beginning of this year that I was just gonna get back into the things that drove me to create videos for YouTube to begin with, just sharing things that I enjoy, that I love, experiences and other stuff, whether it's mods, games, sharing that stuff with other people. So, with that all out of the way, this is not, I don't know if I'm going to complete this campaign. There is a bug right now in the game where it's the work ethic religious belief, and right now it is bugged so that if that the tile that is using work ethic gets destroyed, that tile no longer gets the benefit, the work ethic benefit. So if that becomes a problem, I might end it, but I want to show off the worst starting condition that I've experienced in the game. And I'm going to call this series, because it's the worst starting condition that I've experienced, I'm going to call it this series, The Islands of Fire. So we are playing on the True Start location, East Asia, and I'm gonna be playing on Cellar just because on higher difficulties they're much more likely to go to war with you, and on top of that, they start getting insane bonuses. And in this game, it's gonna be hard enough already. I don't need that. We're gonna put the game speed on epic. I like time to pass slower than normal in each era. So that is why we are doing that. And by the way, this video is going to be a bunch of setup, and I'm going to be talking about why this is one of the hardest starts. So the game modes we're going to be using are dramatic ages. I would love to use Apocalypse mode, but Apocalypse brings it up to it brings the disaster slider up to 4, and if that work ethic is still broken, it might nullify the work ethic benefit, which is a major strategy for the start. A lot sooner, so I am not going to do Apocalypse mode. But I am going to do Heroes of and Legends mode. That seems interesting. And of course, Secret Societies mode. Now, I don't like having a turn limit, so I'm going to turn no turn limit. We are not doing domination, so I'm going to keep that off. And I find barbarians more of a nuisance than anything else, so I'm going to turn that off as well. I'm gonna have enough problems that I don't need a nuisance at my side. Anything else? Okay, so we are playing as Indonesia, and we're gonna make sure that we have one of each. As our opponents. So Hojo, we should have a total, no. Total of 8 opponents, total of 8 players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, correct. That looks good. And so, yeah, let's get this thing going.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps,
I'm gonna talk over this person
now
because
begins your greatest quest.
I'm gonna try to talk over
from
this
this
person.
early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Daring Gitacha,
Never
Majapahit,
mind.
queen of 10,000
Bit
islands,
Indonesia's seas are your greatest strength. As exalted goddess of the three worlds, you shall spread your divine influence to all waters touched by the sun. Rely upon your loyal fleet, bold queen. Unleash a frightful storm upon those who bring strife to Indonesian shores.
Okay, so the reason why I've tried this nation over and over again is because I want to build an island empire that has a big fleet, all purchased with faith. That deal seems really appealing to me. And they also get a lot of other things that I think are cool. Go in. Okay. So I'm gonna settle this city in place. And now we're gonna talk about the problems that this start has. So you notice there's a lot of food around. One food over here, two food over there. One food in each of these places. Two food in each of these places. There's more food over here. More food over here, and more food over here. A lot of food. So there isn't a lot of places for... There isn't a lot of tiles. You can either use the tiles for tile improvements, like farms, or you can use them for districts. And I'm someone who likes building districts, and so yeah, you have to plan out the districts that you have carefully. But, so there's a lot of gold in the area. There's plenty of gold. The biggest problem we have is production. And, you know, this tile is a bonus resource. That gives us 2 production. That's not bad. And if you build a quarry on it, that gives 3 production. That's not bad at all. And that's the same thing here. But the thing is that we're surrounded by volcanoes. And volcanoes destroy bonus resources. And so those resources will be gone and not usable. Okay? Well, what else do you have that can give you production? Well, you have 1 production here. And that gives you, so that is 1 production, but to get that, to utilize that, so we can use that to cut, we can go here to cut that down, but that removes that 1 production. It gives a lot of production to the city momentarily, but it removes that production from the city. And in order to utilize the rainforest, we need to come all... No, not even out to here. So, we need to come all the way out to here, but also we need to unlock mercantilism, which I believe is on the civics tree. All the way out here. To build lumber mills on rainforests, you have to come all the way out here. That's gonna take a long time. So these tiles are not that used for production. Other than that, you have one production here, but other than that, you have no production in the city. And then the other city you build here is gonna also be, well, not productive. As a matter of fact, there is not much room for other cities around here. Because in order to leave the island, in order to expand to other islands, we have to make our way all the way out here. That's going to take a while. So, because of that, I'm going to want to get the second city out rather soon. Maybe within the first 50, 60 turns. Maybe even within the first 20 turns. Well, 20 is actually unreasonable because we have other things to build in our city before. So maybe within the first 60 turns. But yeah, not a lot of tiles to build districts, not a lot of room for cities, and terrible production. So let's talk about. Oh yeah, and then the third thing is that we do not have a lot of luxury resources. Amenities is going to be a problem. Once we get out to this island over here, and this island and that island, we'll be able to grab more amenities, but until we can expand, we're only going to have this luxury resource. It's only going to provide us one amenity for our cities. So, but let's talk about production. So, what is the solution to this production problem? Well, first thing is that, so our city, because of let me check the time. I have time. So because of our city, because of our benefit over here, I think, great. We get 2 face per turn for city centers that are adjacent to coast. So we're gonna get 2 face in this city, and then when we get the second city over here, we're gonna get 2 face in that city. So we're gonna get our Pantheon pretty quickly. The Pantheon of choice, and this is not gonna show it to you, so let's go to the Civilopedia and type in Pantheons. Well, it's going to be God of the Sea, which gives us 1 production from fishing boats. So we're going to have a fishing boat over here, we're going to have a fishing boat over there. There's a sea resource over here, that's going to give us a fishing boat. So each of these is going to give us 1 production. There's also other fishing boats over here and more over here. So there's plenty of sea resources, give us fishing boats. That's more production. The next solution is, of course, over here. When we reach this, we're gonna get this, and this gives us one production for each of these next to a fishing boat. So we're gonna have, and that's gonna actually increase in production over time. So like, we're not gonna build one over here because that's where we're gonna harbor it. This is where our harbor is, but we'll be able to build one over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. Well, not over here because that'll be the harbor for this city. But you get what I mean. So we're gonna have, and we're gonna have one over here, one over here. So we're gonna have a lot of production, at least on this side of the island. But that's not gonna be enough. We will eventually build a so let me put down attack. And you can find the icon for the city center. There. That's going to be a city center. So eventually we will, and like this will be a harbor. We're going to need harbors because we're on an island, and we're going to need money. So let's do harbor as well as over here. I don't need to name them, just need to symbol. So that's where the harbors are gonna be. Over here, I am gonna have an industrial zone eventually. But then again, it's gonna take us, we're not gonna get access to that apprenticeship, so it's gonna be a while. So that'll give us a bunch of production. But what are we gonna do in the early game, in addition to all the production we're gonna get out here, to increase the production of our city? And the solution is religion. We're gonna have a holy site over here. And over here, this holy site is going to be surrounded by 3 districts. Eventually, this is going to be a government plaza. As I will explain, that takes care of one of the other situations, and this is going to be holy site. And then we're also gonna have a holy site over there. And so once we found a religion, we are going to get access to the work ethic belief. And the work ethic belief, if I look it up, work ethic, holy sites districts face adjacency bonuses provide that amount of production as 12. So we're gonna get 2 from being, I did all of the math already. We're gonna get 2 from being next to a mountain. We're gonna get 2 from being next to this coast because of this nation's ability. We're gonna get initially 2 from being next to 2 districts, and that will be 6. Then, once we get over here, if we can still hold, if we can still hold on to the holy site without getting damaged by the volcanic eruption, and we can get to theology and get the scripture policy that, like, I forgot what the math was, but I think that's like double or something like that. That's, well, I forgot what I figured out to be maybe 8 to 12 production, which is gonna carry us through to the mid-game, and then it'll be supported by the industrial zone. And that will produce and have enough production until it gets destroyed because of the work ethic bug, which is really annoying. And that will produce a lot of production. So that is one of the major problems that it has. And because this city is slow to grow, we're not going to have a lot of housing, so it's going to grow slowly, which means science and faith production is going to be slow. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to want to do is get on these, eventually I'm going to want to get campus districts where these, stone resources are. But anyway, so the other problem is amenities. And my solution to amenities all to do with here. The city's gonna have, the first couple of cities is going to have a big problem with amenities. Once I start getting more luxury goods, it'll be better. Once I start getting entertainment districts, it'll be even better. But there'll be quite a few problems with amenities. And it'll grow, the city will grow kind of quickly initially. So the first thing is to come to here, get the government plaza, and grab the audience chamber, which gives us +1 amenities and +3 housing with governors. So then that will, okay, then we come here, and we come here and we grab Classical Republic, which gives us +1 housing and +1 amenities. And then also in all cities. And then we'll just come here, but we want have room to build that. Eventually they'll build somewhere else. And then over here, civil prestige needs plus one house, plus amenities, one plus amenities, and plus 2 housing. The governors has at least 2 promotions, and so all of that will give us more amenities. And even there's even ways to put them to get amenities from religion as well. So plenty of ways to get amenities as far as the culture civic street goes. So one of the biggest focus on the civic street is going to be grabbing stuff that'll give amenities. And that's the second problem, and that will kind of resolve itself once we're able to expand, build new cities and new locations, and grab more luxury goods, and start building entertainment districts. But I think I've been talking for about a half an hour, a little bit more than a half an hour. I think that covers everything about one of the worst starting conditions that I have experienced in Civilization 6. And next time we will actually start playing. Let me save the game. So Islands of Fire. This is going to be the Islands of Fire series, and I'm definitely planning to continue this on. I plan to record one video, maybe every other day. Maybe I'll be able to do one video a day, we'll see. But I'm going to try to get this video series, as well as some other videos, out on a regular basis. You're gonna be seeing more from me. So, subscribe if you want to see more. I want to thank everyone who has watched this thus far. Thank you for watching. I am trying to create a new look for my channel. I'm trying to, the community I'm trying to build is a society of explorers, builders, and critical thinkers. And of course, that society has a Discord server, and the links for that should be down below. And I do want to thank also those content creators that keep inspiring me every single month. Whether the stuff I do on YouTube or Twitch, they just keep me going. And those are Damo2986, A Kiss for Luck, and Val's Noisy Toys. Fantastic content creators. The link to their channels will also be down below. Other than that, have a great day, everyone. This is OpenWorldAddict out.